Hey, welcome back, Math Gurus. Today's video, we're going to practice dividing integers, but we're going to use counters to model our problems. Okay, so let's refresh our memory on what a counter is. So the yellow side is 1 positive, and then the red would be the opposite of a positive, so it would be 1 negative. So our first example is 4 negatives, and we're going to split it into groups of 2. So that means we gather 4 negative and we're going to split it into 2 groups. And each group has 2 negatives. I want you to kind of look at it from a different lens, and you have 2 groups and each group is 2 negatives, and then your total would be -4. All right, so for our next problem is we have 8 negatives and we're going to split in groups of 4. So what that means, we get 8 negatives and we're going to split it into 4 groups. And each group has 2 negatives. So if you think about it, you have 4 groups of -2, and then your total is -8. Okay, so we're going to go on to the next one. This one's definitely the most challenging. So you have 9 negatives that you're going to start with, but we're going to split it into opposite groups of -3. What does that mean? When I say opposite groups, meaning we're going to flip all of them, all the counters to the other side. So instead of them being facing up to the red, we're going to face yellow. So I'm going to split into 3 groups. Each group has 3 positives. Now I want to go back and look at the other one before we did the opposite. If I have 3 groups of -3, my total is 9 negatives. So it does check out. You just have to look at it from a different lens. All right, for our final example, we have 6 negatives and we're going to split into opposite groups of -3. So you have your 6 negatives, but if we're splitting the opposite, that means we're going to turn all the counters on the opposite side and they'll all be facing positive. So I want 3 groups, and each group will have 2 positives. So let's go back and we can check it. If you have 3 groups of -2, your total is -6. So it does work out. Well, thanks for watching. I hope it helped. I do plan to add some more videos on integers, but I'm going to use number lines. All right, well, thanks for watching, and if you haven't already, please click subscribe.